and fans is days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Georgia State's offense will have the ball first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Georgia Southern's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
The Eagles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Scanning the field, it's French. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The give on the inside. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Blasted as he lets it go.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to the running game. Makes a man miss. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's McBride. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, that's one of those hits he's going to feel the next day. Quarterbacks don't get hit in practice. They don't get an opportunity to show elite toughness. Right there he did. He hung in the pocket, knew he was going to get hit, still delivered the strike. Nice toughness from the QB.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here today.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Looking for a man. It's French. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Dallas. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Eagles have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
It'll be a draw. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Caught near the sticks. It's held. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another first and 10. To the air, it's French. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So an 82-yard drive there. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Caught close to the marker, it's Robinson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They'll open the second half on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's French. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Right back to the well. Runs through the tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's held. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
He's moved in at the 33. Brings up third down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's French. Fires toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. No good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Georgia Southern, 10. Georgia State, 0.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. With the catch, it's Robinson. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Braswell. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Hurst. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Amos. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it go. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
2nd and goal coming up. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get them the ball back.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's French. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last. Oh, he's got some space. And he's still running after the move. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the catch! Touchdown, Panthers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw. It's French. Rushes on him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Makes the catch. It's Dallas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the timing just a hair off.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun to give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.